This is a Coytledon Pendens hanging in a tree in Ohio. They cannot be outside during the frost, so I bring them in October and I bring them back out in April. When I bring them out, I will trim off any leggy growth that has occurred inside over the winter in order to get this more dense, plump, powdery coated, farina covered leaf growth. If you don't trim them, this is one that I didn't trim, and I have all of those bare stems there. So at the end of this growing season, I will trim off significantly. It'll probably be up like that. I will trim that off, and then all of those stems can be put in water and they will root and grow new Coytledon pendens. These are the ones that I grew from last year's trimmings. So easy, you just trim it and put it in water, and I leave it in a south or an east facing window for winter. But then come April, I give it a little haircut because I want all of its growth between April and October to be really dense, really plump. These I bought this year, so I didn't have them in the season when I would have trimmed them. I just set them under this tree because I haven't had time, so they'll go through that process this coming year. I will trim off this nice, healthy growth on the end, and I will make new plants out of that, and then the stems will start doing the same thing again for next year, making this nice growth that's on the end here. So currently, we're working on growing those ends so that I can trim them off and make them new plants. This is their happy place underneath this tree. It protects them from the sun between 11 and 2 when it could burn their leaves. They can be acclimated to full sun because they have the powdery coating on them, but because they go inside and outside, there's less powdery coating, and I don't want to burn their leaves. So I keep them under tree cover, and then they get several hours of evening sun coming in from the west, and then they'll get some morning sun coming in from the east. But if you have a Coytledon pendens, I highly suggest that you put them under a tree outside so that it can get the proper light to have excellent growth in the summertime, and then you can propagate them in the winter and get these lovely flowers.